So, once again, I'm doing another one of these on the go videos where I give you the news as I receive it, and it is with great shock and surprise that I tell you that Nancy Pelosi has been reelected as the Speaker of the House. You know, I'm not surprised. You can hear in my voice, I'm not surprised. So, despite the fact that she lost seats in the House, in some of the seats, at least two of the seats I believe that she lost were in quote-unquote safe districts. Despite losing seats in the House, Nancy Pelosi has been reelected to her job. And despite not winning the Senate, which is something they were supposed to do, by a landslide, and now, they technically could win a simple majority if they win both runoff elections in Georgia, but they're not going to win both runoff elections in Georgia. They may win one, they're not going to win both. And even if they do win both, there's at least two blue dogs in Congress who are essentially Republicans. They're only Democrats in name, and they vote against all the Democratic bills. So, despite the fact that she failed to get a majority, that she failed to make sure that the Senate was flipped, and that she failed to hold on to seats in the House, she is going to be reelected as the party's leader and is going to be the second most powerful Democrat in the country next to Joe Biden. I expect the same to happen for Chuck Schumer in the Senate. Now, to his credit, at least they did flip some Senate seats, but they underachieved. They were supposed to win a majority in the Senate, and it was supposed to be a landslide. They did not do this. So despite the fact that these guys suck at their job, they're going to get to keep it. And people are loving them more and more in the media every day. Like, oh my God, Pelosi's so amazing. The great negotiator. She hasn't negotiated anything properly, okay? What she does is says, hey, we want this. Okay, fine. You know what? We'll concede before we even hear what you have to say. We'll concede and we'll, water our stuff down to your liking. And then they still don't accept it. The Republicans are not going to accept any bill, pretty much, that you guys bring, other than things that are about war or about tax cuts. They're not going to accept any bills. So, yeah, Nancy Pelosi will be the Speaker of the House again. And let it be known that if you want to do a shitty job, not do what you're supposed to do, be a complete failure and still get to keep your job, look no further than Washington, D.C. Because I guarantee you that if I did this at my job growing up, the jobs I've worked, if I did this at my jobs and I didn't do my job, I wouldn't be rehired. Nancy Pelosi does her job. Nancy Pelosi does not do her job, and despite that fact, she gets to keep it. So, we really need to start reevaluating these people we have in office. We need term limits for the Senate. First of all, a lot of these people are just too goddamn old to be running things, and they're out of touch with society. And we need to demand more from our representation and from our government. And we need to fire all the neocons, and we need to fire all the neolibs, and we need to just start over. Start completely over. Fire them all. Get rid of them all. Every last one of them. Because they don't do their jobs. They don't represent us. But they continue to take your tax dollars in the form of salaries, pay vacation, and a pension. The things that many of them would happily deny to the American people. And have happily denied over and over again. So, as much as I was hoping that Pelosi would lose her job, we will be dealing with Nancy Pelosi again for at least another 2 years, unfortunately. And I'm expecting the same thing to happen with Chuck Schumer. So there you have it. Your useless loser Democratic Party leadership will be here for at least another 2 years.